Hi, Reborn Mommies. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Hope everyone is well. I have Kaylee here, and she is going to get a bath, and we're going to put on that outfit that's on the wall. And she is watching her cute little hanging animal. It's very colorful, so she enjoys all the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and get her ready for her bath. She had a feeding and had a little blowout, so we're going to go ahead and get her cleaned up. So we'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, everyone. Kaylee is in the bathtub, and as you can see, she likes to suck on the rag. Don't you, Kaylee? So we're going to go ahead and give her a bath. I have her products that we're going to use on her, the shampoo and the baby wash. So we're going to go ahead, and then I have her towel here to wrap her in when we're through. So we're going to go ahead and, can I have this? Thank you. So we'll give her a bath. She had a dirty diaper after her feeding, and we'll go ahead and get her all nice and clean. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Kaylee and what I plan on doing with her. So those of you that have been following me know that Kaylee is my first silicone baby that I bought, and she is a Rita Rich baby, and she is 22 inches and 11 pounds. Either 11 pounds or 12, but I think it's 11. I haven't looked at her papers recently. Everyone that has held her feels like she weighs a lot more than what I say she is. But anyways, she was my first baby, and I bought her a long time ago, and she was made in, let's see, she was made in a few different pieces, because she had the mold of her body, and then her legs were attached and her arms were attached and her head was attached also. So she wasn't poured in one piece like a lot of babies are today. And so she doesn't have like all the smooth seams like a lot of the babies that are poured at one time. But she has the cutest little backbone, guys. I just love her backbone. But as you can see, you know, where her legs were attached, and you can see a little where her arms were attached also, and then her head. And it's not super noticeable, but it's there. You know it's there. But it doesn't affect her getting dressed or anything like that. But what I wanted to talk about is painting Kaylee. And I have had Kaylee for several years now, and I handle my babies, you know, I handle Kaylee a lot. Not every day, but, you know, every week. For the most part. I can't say every single week, but for the most part, I hold my babies at least every week or every couple weeks. And just kind of give them a cuddle and enjoy them. And as you can see, that Kaylee needs a paint job done. She needs a repaint. And I was thinking that I would go ahead and send her off to someone to paint her. I'm gonna go ahead and wash her hair now. So I was thinking I'd go ahead and send her off to someone to paint her. But then I thought maybe I'll just go ahead and do it myself, because then I know exactly, you know, what color I would like her to be, and then I can do that myself. And I used to paint reborn dolls, and I've painted, I think about 6 reborn dolls. And if you guys know, I've painted Elena, my toddlers, Elena and Hayden. And you guys, one tip I want to give you is that if you're going to paint a baby, don't pick a very expensive kit to try things out on. And I don't know why I did not think of that when I was painting Hayden, because Hayden kit is not a cheap kit. He's the Ariana kit. And so you know, he wasn't the first one I painted, but he was the first one I tried to paint in African American color, and that did not go too well. And and the more I tried to correct what I did, it wasn't working. So I ended up just being so anxious to have him put together that I quit and figured, oh, I'll get back to it later. And I never did, because I knew that redoing him would mean stripping him and starting over. And by that time I just didn't have the time to do that anymore, and I gave up the painting also because I just didn't have the time. So I never did get back to Hayden. So he has a reddish complexion to him. And then after I did him, I did Elena. And Elena turned out really good. But I should not have done my first AA painting and an expensive kit. I should have used a cheap kit. But I just was not thinking at the time, and I was like, this is what I want, and I'm gonna paint him. But anyway, I still love that little guy. So back to Kaylee. I am thinking that I want to go ahead and paint Kaylee. I've never painted a silicone baby before, so she would be my first silicone baby that I will be painting. And I'm gonna go ahead and get her out the tub, you guys. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a rinse, and I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit so that I could let the water out. And I'm gonna give her a little bit of a rinse off. And there you go. So we're gonna give her a good rinse and get her dressed. All right, little girl, let's get you out of here. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get Kaylee out of the tub and get her to the changing table, and then I'll continue the discussion of my plans with her.